So, how is your acting career going? Are you still looking for that agent that you can't find? Are you still stuck in acting class hoping that you get discovered as an actor? Are you getting auditions for the major things that you want to be getting auditions for? Right now, we are in the largest exponential change that we have ever been in our industry. And so I've written a list of the top 10 things that you need to be aware of in the new reality as an actor. So I want to go over those things with you. If you just apply a few of these things, your reality of what you're doing now as an actor will completely change. Because here's the news, the good news. You can make a living as an actor. It is a guarantee. It just is not what you've been taught. So let's look at the top 10 things for the new reality of an actor. Okay. All right. So here we go. First, the thing is that you must broaden your view of making money. You can make money in so many different ways as an actor now than you ever could before. So, of course, we all want to have an agent and be getting auditions for big things. But here's the deal, if you are making money doing something in your field, the more money that you're making, the more confident you will feel. I have a client who is a self-made millionaire. The first year of being an actress, she got a meeting with Sherry Lansing, the first head of a female head of a major studio ever. She got a meeting with Johnny Depp's people because she didn't have this poor starving actor thing attached to her. She was a self-made millionaire, so she thought like that. She thought like a business, right? And she attacked her acting career like a business. So there are a lot of ways to make money. If you're making money doing one of these things, then you're going to have the confidence to go get the best agent and get the best auditions. So you can make money using social media, whether it's you know, YouTube or TikTok. You can do audiobooks, right? That's a great way to make money. Vertical content is huge right now. Last year alone, it was a $52 billion business. So you can do that. And you also can make money user generated content, which is where a company hires you to do a post for them, bragging about their products. And there's a lot of different types of user generated content, but that is a way that you can make money. And if you don't believe me, I have a client that made $100,000 last year doing user generated content. So that's one thing that you should be aware of in this new reality of your acting business. Number two, global relationships are key, you guys. It's not really about where you live anymore. It's understanding that all of the things that are being cast out of London are being produced in America, right? And they're being shot in Croatia, Romania, different places. So you can pursue that at any level. In America, you could go through the producers. In London, you could go through the casting directors. In Croatia, Romania, wherever you live. In Europe, you could go through the production company, straight to the production company, because they're always looking to hire local people. So there's a lot of ways to attack that, and you have to think globally because the industry is definitely thinking globally. Okay. Next is selling to the bigger buyers is now more important than ever. If you are waiting for an agent to go through a casting director to get you auditions, you're on the slow boat. You're definitely on the slow boat. You want to start building relationships with casting directors, yes, but also directors, producers, writers, showrunners, right? And one of the best ways to do that is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a business platform and it can help you to meet with people. Like every major producer, director, showrunner is on LinkedIn. So you can set up meetings with those people, get to know them. You could do video pitches, emails. Getting to know your bigger buyers is now more important than ever. Okay, number three, obviously you know this if you're an actor, but self-tape and editing skills are a must. You want to try to kill as many birds with one stone as possible. You've probably heard that before, by understanding that just self-tape and editing is also applies to possibly you doing your social media, you creating your own content, and that sort of thing. So Um, but it's really, really important because now we just learned recently that they're only, a lot of them are only watching the first 4 seconds of our videos. Of course, a lot of the casting directors are saying that's not true. But even if it is sort of true some of the time, you need to be really great at self-taping, making sure that you understand how to turn in the best tape possible. It's completely different from then going in the room. So it's a whole new skill set that we've had to learn. And you have to have this to be an actor right now in the current climate. Okay. You need to understand more than ever before money and negotiating. My client that made $100,000 last year, he negotiated that for himself, not with an agent. He negotiated those deals with himself. Also, with vertical content, you can negotiate, right? With a lot of things now, you have to be the person that negotiates. Yes, you should have an agent ultimately that negotiates for you, but ultimately, you also need to be able to negotiate for yourself, understand contracts, understand money more than ever before. Okay. Creating original content is mandatory. So many of my clients are doing that right now. It used to be that 90% of my clients had agents and were getting auditions, 10% were content creators. In the 13 years I've been in business, that is exactly switched. So I have all these clients. Like I have a client that was the lead in a series on Netflix. She did Killing Eve, and she's producing her own short film right now, which she's going to pitch as a series. So creating your own content is really, really, really important. It's also something that you again can make money on and grow your notoriety by creating your own content. So that's really important right now in the business. Social media is a must. And this is the reason, because in the future, next year, we're going to be selected not as much by casting directors, but more by SEO, search engine optimization. So you need to make sure that you, when I Google you or you Google yourself, several pages come up. And one way of doing that is making sure you're very active on social media. Also, to be frank, they are selecting people that have followers and have attention on social media. So that's really important. You have to understand that your business is kind of like a restaurant. And social media, when you bought the restaurant, it came with a billboard, and you refusing to light the billboard is you refusing to do social media. It is a way for you to advertise yourself, get known, and that's the way we are consuming content now and getting to know people. So social media is a must. That's very important. Build a voiceover career. The one thing that did not go down during COVID was voiceover. And voiceover career can be something that can bring in a lot of money for you over a long period of time. So it's a really good thing to do. And there's so many ways to make money under voiceovers, whether it's audiobooks, e-learning, commercials, video games, like even gadgets, right? Have voices. Like I just had a client book the voice for Microsoft, right? So that's like a long-term job that can pay you a lot of money, right? Know your brand and how to sell yourself. This is so important. You have to be niche now to get noticed. People have to see you 11 to 15 times before they'll even know what to do with you. If you're not really specific in what you're selling and how you talk about yourself as a product, no one's going to have time to buy you, and no one's going to try to figure it out. Versatility is a bad word. It's always been a bad word. It's great for acting class, but not so good for your acting career. You need to be able to talk about yourself specifically so people know what to do with you and how to hire you. And last but not least, this is really important. You are the boss. This whole mentality of, oh, I'm not supposed to reach out to casting directors, I'm just supposed to wait for my agent to get me audition, doesn't make any sense to any person in business, because you are paying for your business. You're paying for your acting classes, your acting business coach, your self-tape equipment, your headshots, your reel, all the things that you have to pay for, your spotlight, your actors access, all the things that you have to pay for in your acting career. You're the one that's paying for them. So guess what? You're the CEO of your acting business, not your agent. As long as they're not paying for your career, they're not in charge. You are. And when they introduce you to a casting director, that then becomes your customer. But that doesn't mean that you can't go out and get that customer ahead of time. If you're looking for an agent right now and you don't have anything going on, that means you're standing still. The only agent you're going to find is another agent standing still. You want to be moving forward, looking for acting work. That needs to be your number one priority as an actor, not looking for an agent, going to acting class and getting headshots. All of that is not going to get you making money. And if you want to be in the business of acting, that means that you have to be trading services for money. Your services are pretending to be someone else. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. This is part of my bigger class, which I do live once a month. It's called the Master Class. Check the link below if you would like to join us for our next master class. We would love to see you there. And thank you for spending this time with me.